welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a long one. I am going to get my kids' laundry done, wash, hang, and dry. I'm going to be putting away some groceries after getting back into town. I'm also going to unpack our suitcase, sanitize our suitcase, and get a load of all of our laundry done together. I'm going to get more items added to our calendar, and then we are going to get into a full laundry room deep clean and then clean the hallway right outside of the laundry room. So I hope you're ready for all of this cleaning motivation because we are really tackling it in this one. If you're ready to get it all done and for all of this cleaning motivation, please keep watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Here I am getting the first load of laundry done for this video. It was a mix of some of my stuff and my kids' stuff. If and when I can, I will wash our stuff together to minimize the loads that need to get done. Also, yes, as you can hear, I am a little bit stuffy. I know it sounds really bad, but it is only a little bit and is really bad in the mornings. And as the day goes on, it does get better. I do feel better. I will say that is the only thing that is wrong with me. It is not a full-blown sickness, knock on wood. Literally, I just got the stuffy nose and the sneezes. My kids aren't sick either, thank God. They kind of have the same thing going on, stuffy nose, sneezing, but they don't sound like me, which is a good sign. Michael is sick though, so here lately I have just been trying to clean and sanitize the house. Today I do need to get some windows open to really get some circulation in. I was debating whether or not to even do this voiceover sounding like this, but the other option was to start editing the video that's going to go up after this one, but I am just not in the mood for that, and usually it's the other way around. I'd rather edit than do voiceovers. That way I can listen to my podcasts and all that good stuff. But I think just because this is a long one, I need to get started on the voiceover, and I was actually in the mood to do it, so I needed to take advantage of this moment. I know you can relate. So sorry if the stuffiness annoys you. I know I won't get this voiceover done today, so perhaps I will not sound like this for the whole video. I don't know, we shall see. am just unloading a few groceries here. Don't judge me. If you bought the Cocoa Krispies, you got a bag of marshmallows for free. So I did end up making those with my little one. I am trying to cut down on the sweets, but I have a big sweet tooth and I love baking with my kids. I know there's other ways to get them in the kitchen, but baking is just so fun with them. We also got some ingredients to make chicken Alfredo for meal prep this week in the video, which consisted of chicken breasts, mushrooms, spinach, and angel hair pasta. I also bought some garlic bread. I just love eating that with pasta, and the one we get, you can either bake it or air fry it. We don't have a toaster oven anymore, so we usually have to turn on our actual oven, wait for that to preheat, and then bake the bread. But in the air fryer, it only takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Here is why I love making lists when going grocery shopping. I think in hindsight, it does save money because here I bought another pack of this prosciutto wrapped mozzarella sticks. We didn't need to, but that is what I get for not actually going in the kitchen and seeing what we have while making my list. I love making a grocery list. I can do that all day, but I do not, for some reason, like going through the kitchen to see what inventory we have. Well, at least every week. I like to do it maybe every other week or maybe even once a month, but don't count on me to do that every week. I mean, I'm not overbuying stuff all the time, but there are some instances where I buy something that we already have. Here I am throwing in the second load for this video. This was all of our stuff combined. Whenever we travel and stay at a hotel, I love to use the laundry bag that they put in the closet for all of our dirty clothes. Now that I'm thinking about it, you can probably even bring your own trash bag for this, but I never do if we're going to stay at a hotel. I think here we were actually able to use one suitcase for all of us. It was a very quick trip. We also took my little one's backpack / diaper bag and used that to pack some of his things. I think even Michael brought his backpack, so keep that in mind. It wasn't a 7-day trip and I packed all of us into one suitcase. It was not that at all. I have seen people do that, quote unquote, in videos on YouTube, but not this girl. I do what I can to pack light. Yes, this is last month's calendar, and I still have not been able to put up my other two calendars. I still need to figure out how to at least add one bracket to the both of them and get those hung up. I've seen those nice digital countertop calendars. The only thing holding me back from buying one of those is I don't know where I would put it so that I can see it and be able to access it every day, like this dry erase one. I feel like we are so technologically advanced. It is kind of refreshing to still use my dry erase board. So there's that too. I am just getting everything out of the washer and going piece by piece, depending on what it is. It is either getting hung up or going in the dryer. Usually stuff that I don't want to shrink, I'll hang it up. I know we already talked about Stranger Things, but one other show I watched last year was All Her Fault. It's on Peacock. I had no idea who the main actress was, but I saw that she was in Succession, which I've never seen. But I figured it couldn't be that bad because I have seen and heard that Succession is really good. I just haven't watched it. And then Pete from The Office was in it too. I've seen him in other stuff other than The Office, like White Lotus and Apples Never Fall. He's pretty good in both of those. But anyways, I was not ready for All Her Fault. It addressed all of the things that we as mothers are responsible for. And then if anything goes wrong, it's all her fault. So the title was very fitting. I loved how the moms had their careers, so they had that load on them. And on top of that, while they're working, they're literally trying to balance having a family and children. And I think it can be relatable on that level because, if something goes wrong at school or daycare, who's the first person they call? The mom, working or not. And that's not all of the story, but that is just one of the things I liked about it. I definitely recommend All Her Fault. It is a mini series, so once you're done, you're done. That's one of the reasons why I watched it. It's only 8 episodes. I did find out it was a book, so there's that too if you're into reading instead. I know once I have watched something, I cannot go back and read it because I already have the image of certain characters. And it just doesn't work for me because with reading, I like to use my imagination for what I think certain settings or characters would look like. And it is just ruined for me when I've already watched something. So now getting into this laundry room clean, the moment you've all been waiting for. I wanted to get all these clothes out first, then start with the cleaning, obviously. This is a really high traffic area for us that does not get cleaned every day, so a lot has built up and it is so ready for a deep clean. I am doing this voiceover 2 days later from just the last voiceover. I hope my voice sounds a little bit better. We are on the up and up and can hopefully stay that way with all this weird weather. I don't mind the cold or hot, but can it just stay one way for a good 2 to 3 weeks? It has been flip-flopping the past couple weeks, and I think that is a contributor to me feeling a little bit stuffy. But anyways, here I am just getting everything off of the floor so that I can sweep and mop. For those wondering why I have a shoe rack in my laundry room, this is one of the ways we come into the house after getting home. I would think like a lot of people do who do have a laundry room. Some houses are built that way, some aren't. And we do not wear our shoes in the house, so they come off here and either end up on the rack or on the floor. I am really putting some elbow grease into this built up gunk that has been on the dryer for so long. And now just recently I have noticed some on the washer that I think I may have missed when I did this video, but I don't know if it appeared after. I don't know. I just didn't see it when I was recording this, but it showed up somehow. So I need to scrub that off too. I am really bad about wiping down the washer and dryer. As you can see, you'd think I do it more often since this is a high traffic area, but no. It is just one of those things that is not holding up our daily lives, so it gets put on the back burner. It is not a high priority of mine, like the kitchen and the bathrooms. Just recently, the dryer stopped working. I don't know if I mentioned it on here yet, but yeah, we were like, crap, we really don't want to buy a new one. And honestly, I think I would just buy another Amana. This one has lasted us almost 10 years. Mike was able to figure out why it wasn't turning on, and now it is working. So thank God for that. I had to put this green towel down because I should have cleaned this filter out first. I didn't want any of the lint to get on top of the dryer that I had just wiped down. I figured it was enough that I was cleaning this whole room, so I decided not to move the dryer and washer and clean underneath them. But tell me why a couple days later, I noticed some hangers had fallen behind the washer, and I tried to get them with another hanger, but that did not work. So I had to move the washer and grab them by hand, and oh my God, do I regret not cleaning under there when I was already in here doing this whole deep clean. So hopefully I can get to that one of these days. Moving the washer or dryer seems like a hard task, but it actually wasn't. So I do look forward to blocking out some time to clean under these machines. This past weekend, I woke up early to go grocery shopping so that way we can make it to dim sum on time for a birthday in the family. Then after that, we headed to sports practice, the bookstore, and then a Taiwanese bakery that I love so much. They make these amazing milk buns. Oh my God, they're so good and do not help anyone with trying to eat right. But you only live once, right? And then I saw Bath and Body Works was having a sale on their hand soaps for $2.99 each. So I like to grab those when they're on sale. I do limit myself to 4 at this store because honestly, I don't want to spend too much money on their hand soap. And honestly, our everyday soap is just the soft soap brand. It's super affordable and smells good too, but there's just nothing like Bath and Body Works soaps. I love getting the foaming ones, even though sometimes the fragrances are too strong and make my hands break out sometimes if I use it too much. And I know it is so weird, but they smell so good and I love to put them out when we have company. Lately, I've been ordering online from them for Candle Day and when they have sales. But this day we were actually out and about, so I figured I'd just stop in. Here I am just wiping down the baseboards in this room. As you saw, I went through first with a dry microfiber cloth and now I'm going through with a wet disinfectant wipe. Then I noticed some marks on the wall, so I went ahead and wiped those too. Baseboards can be another one of those that just falls to the wayside and it becomes a low priority, and we can live our daily lives with them being dirty. Well, obviously not too dirty. I will tell you one thing, whenever we have a party or a gathering at the house and we're cleaning and preparing for it, I don't know why, but I always hyper fixate on cleaning the baseboards. I cannot tell you why, but if you want me to clean the baseboards, just tell me someone's coming over or we have to host a gathering or a party. Next, I am going to be using this wonderful Fabuloso to get this floor mopped and cleaned. I figured I'd get this small rug in the washer. It is the one I use in this room. I don't think I have ever thrown it in the washer before this video. I was sure to shake it out, but oh my God, there was a little bit of dirt in the washer after the cycle was done. So I literally had to wipe down the inside of the washer as opposed to throwing in one of those washer cleaner packs, which I should have done, but I had just done one and you're only supposed to do those once a month, I believe. So I didn't want to overdo it. So I wiped it down myself and it looked clean to me. Then I threw it in the dryer to dry and same thing. It left dirt in there and I had to go in and wipe the inside of the dryer and the wings in there, if that's what those are called. I don't know. I also used the handheld vacuum in there to help catch any stragglers, and everything looked clean. We are all good. So to try to keep that from happening again, I'm going to try to wash this rug more often. For instance, I already washed it a couple days ago and there was no leftover dirt in the washer or dryer. So we are doing good with that so far. Let's see how long I can keep it up. This shoe rack gets the job done for the most part, but oh my God, there are some times when the rods fall out of the holes on their own, I guess just from the weight of the shoes and the heaviness of the shoes, and then the whole rack just ends up collapsing. Well, I guess I shouldn't say the whole rack, I guess just that row. I try to put the heavier shoes on the bottom to keep that from happening, but Michael has a bunch, so some end up on the top and the middle rack as well. Most of these are Mike's shoes because I like to put mine back in the closet for the most part, and if not, the pair of shoes that I wear for a couple days just stay on the floor next to the towel basket in here. This was not my plan today to clean this hallway, but in the spirit of high traffic areas, I figured I might as well We come from the laundry room into this hallway and vice versa, so it gets a lot of use, and I wish I could clean this area every other day, but I cannot just because life. I ended up cleaning the baseboards here as well. I used a microfiber towel to dust these in the laundry room, but I forgot how good the vacuum works for this as well. I used the handheld here because it was easier to in the moment, but oh my God, I do love my hose on my big plug-in vacuum. The slim attachment it has is so awesome. It is way slimmer than the attachment on my handheld, but sometimes it is a hassle to lug the vacuum around with the hose, and to top it off, it's plugged into the wall. But I will say that's probably the only bad thing about that, because man, it does get into those small crevices that you can't reach yourself. I guess it got hot and I had to make a costume change for the mopping part. Whenever I can, I like to mop twice in an area, mop, let it dry, and then mop again, let it dry, and then put everything back that needs to go back in that area. So this is the second time I was mopping, just for good measure. If you made it this far, thank you so much for being here and for coming along with me to get this deep clean done. Well, get it all done for that matter. I hope this video gave you some motivation, and I hope you have a great day, night, week, weekend, or whenever you are watching this. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I will see you next time.